Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Little Folk of the Faery, or Little Folk of Faery. There's no "the" in there. This is a very strange game. Recently, I got it through FireFlowerGames.com, and it's available for about $11 US. So, I want to call this kind of a mashup between a hidden object game and an RTS. Very strange kind of mashup in my description there, but I feel it works. I don't know if this actually falls under a genre. I'm not really one for genres, so let's just hop in here and take a look at what this is. So it's more of a casual game. There are no real options to speak of. Like, there's no resolution options or anything, but so I'm not going to show the options screen. But it's designed in such a way that you actually will play it for an hour or two, and then you'll leave it. It's kind of designed to drop it and walk away, because it continues going. The world continues to flow when you're not there. And when you log back in, you get this nice little book that tells you how much food and how many enchantments you got. Enchantments are kind of like your currency. And food is, well, pretty damn obvious that's your food. Let's just call it what it is. So you get this, village morale. Morale in your village has not changed, which is good. Life in the fairy realm has been trundling along nicely while you were away, which is great. Things haven't occurred. I'm assuming things can happen, maybe if you're away for too long. I was away for about 2 days, and I had, when I left, about 300 food. I can't remember how much enchantment I had, but now I have over 2,000. Oh, yes. Yes. Delightfulness. And my last objective is find the honey spoon. So we'll clear that. So what we have here is we've got this little fairy that if you want to, you can try to poke her and she'll run away because reasons. And she flies on the UI. She's not actually in the world. She's kind of your guide. She's kind of your helpful fairy? Friendly neighborhood fairy? I don't know. I also have this on high speed. So you've got some game speeds here. You've got slow. You've got slightly less slow. Normal, fast, and fastest. And apparently I've got some fairy advice. Don't forget that what you do in the fairy realm will have an impact. Yeah. Basically, so this is kind of the strategy aspect of it. You control these guys here. Oop, get back on there. You control these little guys, and right now I only have 4. You can get more of them. Like, oh, who's sad? Oh, you're just happy, not ecstatic. Why? I've had this guy just harvesting. And as they do their work, as you would kind of expect, as they do things, they gain skills. So right now he's harvesting and discovering nature. He's 76% done it. Once he gets to 100%, he gains a level in nature. This guy's naturally inclined for music. So he's got 3 in music. If we go, actually, let's go over here. Not her. Angus. Angus the leprechaun. So he has 1 nature, which is from me having him harvest. He's got 2 exploration, which is his natural. He's a natural explorer. His innate skill is exploration. 1 music, which is from what he's doing now. He's training for being a musician. And he's got 4 of these exploration, or not exploration, knowledge. Every single one of these skills has a training aspect. So the Muse is for music, and I've got 2 guys here musing it up. You've got this broken compass, which is the neglected mirror. And this is for exploration. If they're here, they're training for exploration. you've got this here where I have my little gnome guy learning the knowledge stuff. This is your knowledge area. Where is it? There we go. Library of Learning. So you learn about things. And then obviously here is your food collection, which we saw first, which gives you your nature skill. It also is probably the most important part because it also gives you food. So this fills up, and it actually is, this is dynamic. This fills up as you get more food and shrinks as you have less. So around 200, I think, there's only like 1 or 2 berries in here, and 2,000 is really full. I kind of try to keep somebody always harvesting. At this point, I could probably leave it and let it go. Now, that's kind of part of the strategy. Let's head over to the real world, which is the Curiosity Shop. Now, this is all based in a shop. There's a tree, and I'm assuming it's right behind me, within this shop, which this is all taking place in. And as I go through, you see these sparkly things. As you go through, the fairies, I guess, give you the ability to clean. That part's a little weird, a little sketchy. But you go and you clean here, and you get a little bit of the story, a little bit of, you know, this girl's world. I'm not going to talk about, you know, what exactly happened. You can kind of see a little bit here. You could probably assume based on this. But you unlock little bits. And, like, I've got the books, I've got, you know, just all sorts of different things. Usually, in my experience, there's been 2 things that you can clean each time, but in this case, it looks like there's only 1. We've got that, and that. And that's about it. So, whatever. This is just kind of a side thing. It's kind of almost, it's not quite hidden object, but there's another part of here that functions as a sort of hidden object, and that is things like this. So if I go and let's grab somebody here. What do you got? Yeah, you're good. So we're gonna grab you, and we're gonna bring you over here. Right here. So if I hover over here, he's got the little green check mark, which indicates that he can do something there. And if I drop him here, he's going to tell me he can't, because there's not enough people. That's what this symbol is. There's not enough people to do this. So I'm going to grab my little gnome and bring him over here. And now these guys can do this. And if we take a look at what they're doing, they're repairing the still. The still, if you believe what it says here, is used by the fairy folk to refine their favorite beverages, which is pretty damn cool. So I'm just going to let them do that. This could take a little while. And this is where some of these tasks, this is where the drop in and out thing comes in. I'll probably end up moving these guys off of this task just to do some other things. So in this case, we'll just let them go. And they're just going to switch places for some reason. But if we click on them here, repair still is at 1%. So this is going to take a while. Oh, and our dryad here is going to get some food. And is almost about to gain a level in music, which is a very important thing. So she's going to get some food and do her thing. So the quest I have right now involves the queen bee. I need to find the honey spoon, which looks like this here. That's the golden hive. And this is the spoon. But you see this guy. This is a wistful spirit. And the wistful spirit is needed, or it is kind of your enemy. What happens here is... I don't know if this guy's going to be... You got to figure out who it is. That's Enchantment. Oh. Level 1 enchantment required. Okay, so pop you back there. And this allows us to show the Book of Knowledge. So what it said there is that I need an enchantment, level 1 enchantment, in order to do anything with this. Now, I'm assuming that that is the spoon. And this is where things kind of become sticky. And kind of guesswork, I guess. Has that gotten worse? Anyway. Because you have to guess what skills are needed. Like, you know, my leprechaun here is best suited for pretty much everything. You know, he's nice and well-rounded. You know, he's got 1 at least in everything. And some of these require different skill levels. I think this one requires 2. Like a level 2 in everything. So what we need to do is we need to go into the Book of Knowledge, into the Tree of Knowledge, and we need enchantment. And each one of these takes, it's this, the enchantments. Go figure. So what we need to do is hit that. Are you sure you want to spend your enchantment points? Yes. We need that level 1 enchantment. And now we should be able to bring Angus. Yeah, so this tells us that he now needs the God, I can never remember this one, the knowledge one. So he's gonna fiddle around here, but this wistful spirit is gonna come, and now he's got this little ghost thing. That's gonna slowly drain. Oh, and we need more people. So let's grab you. So these guys can do their thing, but see how it's going down. Well, that's because that wistful spirit is effectively telling nasty stories to them. That's how it's played. Telling nasty stories and being a right royal jerk. So we have to distract him. And this is where the music comes in. The music will distract the wistful spirit, allowing these guys to do their thing. What are you doing? You're just going to get food? Yeah, just eating. These guys will go and eat on their own. When they're finished eating, they'll go back to their task. But eating also, right now, you can see that his morale is happy. And now, he's gleeful. As they eat, they get happy. You know, apparently eating is happy. So, this guy is just happy because you can see that he is dropping. So, he'll drop a lot faster because he's still distracting them. Distracting the wistful spirit. And that's kind of a cool little mechanic. I actually really like that. So this is actually going fairly quickly. I'm actually going to increase the time. I'm saying actually a lot, actually. So let's increase the speed here. So it doesn't really increase it that much, and now our leprechaun guy is back. Now, I don't think... Yeah, she doesn't have any knowledge. She's dumb. She dumb. So at this point, we just kind of let them go. Oh, you're gonna go and get some food. Now, of course, once he gets down, he's going pretty quick, but I'm also, you know, at max speed here. Once he gets down, he will actually run away. And he'll run to the tree. So I need to keep an eye on him and make sure that he doesn't get too far down. This will go to red here, and then it's got one more stage, which is an exclamation mark. Once it gets to the exclamation mark is when I generally bring him over. And that should happen anytime now. But once I remove him... There we go. They now are on their own. So it's entirely possible that these guys could lose before he is done eating. So hopefully he finishes quickly. Alright, doing nothing. Gonna bring you back, and boom. just in time. This guy is sad. If he gets much more bad stories, he's gonna run away. So, oh, sorry. And he's gleeful. So hopefully this goes well. Quite often you'll have to bring these guys all out. And as long as they're out of the mist areas, the wistful spirit will just kind of ignore them. So I can just pop them there, if so desired. And I can grab this guy and I can bring him over to eat, and that'll make him happy and bring him back over here. If I do that, this guy will stop working because there's no longer two of them assigned to it. I'm actually removing the assignment. So I prefer to let them just kind of do their own thing. Oh, someone's eating. And it's you. Haha. Now, you might be asking, why only 4? There seems like there's a lot of things. And there are. Like, there's a lot of things. This is something. So, neglected mirror. What else? That's something. This is something. There's a lot of things. It doesn't really indicate. This was something that took a while to deal with. There's a lot of things kicking around here that you can do. Like, this is going to take quite a while. I think this is something. Yeah, compass is something. Just all the things. All of the things. So, right now, we've only got 4 guys. In order to get more, and this is something that I haven't done outside of the tutorial, is the table here, is the banquet table. If I bring 3 fairy folk, share the task of setting up a banquet, and they party. They get down. Get down, get down. And that can actually call back some of the original fairy folk from the fairy forest and the fairy world of the fairiness. That was too many fairies. So there he goes. Now he's gonna go eat, and that'll happy him up. So, and we're gonna follow him. So it's quite interesting. See, this is a rare thing where they're out of the mist, but I think this is because I've reduced the amount of mist here. As you do quests in the certain areas, you reduce the amount of mist. Like, originally, yeah, there was mist here with a wistful spirit here. Not this wistful spirit, but there was one here, if I'm remembering correctly. I think there was one right here that you dealt with in the tutorial. There was one here, which was a pain in the butt, because when I had to do this, and I had to do this before this guy, this wistful spirit and this wistful spirit were all over the place, just being a right real bugger. And I only had one person that could do music, so that was kind of a pain. Over here was another wistful spirit. They're just all over the place. Just all over the place. But as you complete quests, like with this one here, I had to clean this with one of my characters, and then with the other one, I think it was exploration, had to clean, and then knowledge had to research. And once this was researched, that got rid of the wistful spirit. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot to do. Now it's about done for him. How are you oh, no. You are 25% complete your learning of music. So they learn fairly slowly. How are we doing with this? 21. So yeah, this is going to take a while. So, and at this point, this is where I would basically save and quit and just kind of move on. Do something else, play something else, go to work. This is actually good for people who are just kind of getting into gaming, who casual gamers, but want something a little more involved, a little more strategic, I find. Now, that's just my opinion on it, but I think that's fairly accurate. You can do a lot. There's a lot of strategy involved in this, and it really doesn't look like it because it's not a high stress. It's not like a real-time strategy like Doom Or Doom. Doom is not a real-time strategy. Remove the M, put an N on there. Dune. Command and Conquer, StarCraft, things like that. It's nowhere near like that, where those are very high stress kind of situations where you're pitted against 1 to, what, 4, I think you could be in some of them? Factions all vying for the same area. Actually, I think in some, like Total Annihilation, you could have more than that. It's been a long time since I played that one. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Oh, he ran away. He ran away because I wasn't paying attention. That's unfortunate. Let's move this back down. Alright. Whoa! Alright, well, this is an artifact that I'm gathering. Where are you going, guy? Go and chatter with the pixie. Okay. Yeah, well, he's getting moved, so you're SOL, guy. You go eat. Because you need to eat. You come down here. Oh, what's this? Ah, you need exploration. And you have no exploration. Such is life. Do you have music? You do not have music. Dude, you suck. Alright, you. Come with me. You will become music. You will do that. And where are you? Come with me, sir. Come with me. Get to work. Get to work, minions. And now that you are free, I have never had 2. Oh, you can't. Alright, whatever. You suck. Go harvest. We're running low on food. We only have 1,800. Alright. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Link will be in the description as always. And we will see you next time.